So good morning friends, and myself Vivek Prati, and today we are going to discuss about the principle of management. So what is the basic principle of management? Through different animal behavior and through videos and through our knowledge I can explain. I am trying to explain you what is the principle of management. So first is division of work. What should be, means the work should be divided between the individual group to ensure the effort and attention of the force to the special potential of the task. What does it mean? Means there should be division of work. Means in a organization the work should be divided among the employee so the work can be uh, completed within the scheduled time with the best possible effort, and it should be accurate one, or the individual employee can use their talent properly, and it will help for the management for achieving the goal. So this is all about the division of work. So let's see with a video. So you can see also here that there is a in a multiple store, means just like Amazon kind of this multiple store, the division of a work can be done through different work. See, the packing work can be done through the different person, and different person are engaged for packing of the work, and this is see how packing can be done and through the different persons. See, total packing is done by the different person. The supply chain management through conveyor belt also it's moving, and different person is doing the different job. See, one person is doing the packing of the books. So, and see another person is just collecting the books from one person, and there should be different work. See, and one person is just packing the goods. Means generally they are packing the goods. So different work means total different work is divided into different persons, and they are doing their works. So next principle is authority and responsibility. So generally the authority and responsibility are the closely related. So authority and responsibility are the closely related. Authority is defined the as per the define the right to give an order. Means someone the top level is giving the order to the lower level. Means there is three kind of level: this lower level, middle level, and top level. So one level of management is giving order to the another level of management, and the power is exist and audience, and the responsibility is arise when there is a accountability. Means someone work has to be done by some person. Means I have assigned some person to do a particular job. So I told someone to bring the particular some vegetable from the market. So if I have given the order, that he has to obey that order. That is what called obeying the order. Means accountability and responsibility. Therefore nature of associate with the authority. So whoever the assumption, the authority assume the responsibility. Means generally those person who are having the authority, they have the responsibility. Means one person having the authority means or power, so he has now some responsibility. So this is all about the authority and responsibility. So here you can see the order is given by particular, the boss is given to all the soldiers. Means the commander is giving the order to the soldier. So this is what called authority and responsibility come in the picture. So order is given by the particular the commander to the soldier. So this is all about the, you can see how joke is there also. Yes, just see how order is given, so he can do that. Yes, see how he is doing. See, he is giving the order. So he's all the soldiers are doing same thing. They see they are saying bye. So next principle of organizational management, 14th principle, third principle is discipline. See, discipline play a very vital role in the organization. For particular discipline will be not there, then it will be lead to collapse of the particular work. So discipline in the organization is the common efforts of the workers. Means if you see in the ant, every ant is giving the effort. So similarly in the company also, different workers, different employee are giving their particular own efforts, so that the common goal of the organization can be achieved. To encourage the common effort, and the manager has to encourage the common efforts. The leader has to give the encourage to the all the person who are in the particular field. So this is all about the discipline. So discipline, you can see through this, see how the commander is there in the front, and they are going to achieve that particular goal. The ant is that following the commander. So this is what the commander is there, and the ant is following them. So this is all about the discipline, and they have to take the discipline all particular. Next principle is unity of command. So what is unity of command? Means if there is a particular manager, he has to give the order. Means there will be only one king, no other king. Means if different manager will be there and they are giving the order to the same person, so how one can be achieved? It is not possible. Means if some individual will be there, means few person worker will be there and 2-3 boss will be there for particular person or a group of person, then there will be mismatch of the order. So there should be particular one order, one boss. So one boss has to give the order to the particular employee or group of employee, so that the work can be done, performed by the group or individual properly. This is unity of command. So let's see with the video. So next is unity of direction. Means in a organization, every employee or you can see every person should be focus on particular goal or objective of the common direction. Means the objective of the organization can be achieved by the particular employee or group of employee. So that is through unity of direction. Means yes, see the animals are going towards a particular direction. Means like that also in organization, individual goal and company goal should be same. So individual goal would be merged with the company goal and they will achieve the goal through individual goal. This is what called unity of direction. So the direction should be in one way. It should not be different way. Means they have to go in same way. So this is unity of direction. So next is subordination of individual interest to the general interest. Means the interest of individual should be first, it should be ignored if company interest should be given first priority. Means total organizational objective should be first prioritized, then individual objective. In like soldier also, first nation should be the first, then their friend. So like that, the interest of one person should be not taken first priority. Means individual interest should not be taken first priority. The interest of the organization should be first, it should be taken, because if organization will be survive, then only people will be survive. It is not the inverse way. So for survival of the organization, first think about the organizational objective, then it will consider the individual objective, because individual goal should be different, or maybe the company goal is one. So individual goal has to be merged with the company goal. It should be first prioritized. Means company goal should be first prioritized, then the individual goal. This is all about subordination of individual interest with the general interest. Next, remuneration. So naturally there should be a remuneration. Means if somebody is able to do something, means everyone work and they need some reward. Means if you see in the animal also, they are fighting or they need food. So similarly in an organization also, every employee is working for salary, remuneration. Means company is giving through different remuneration scheme, they have to particularly satisfy the employee. Good working condition, good salary, and through reward mechanism, through monetary and non-monetary benefit, they are giving particular remuneration to the employee, and this is naturally cost to the company. So there may be remuneration may be fixed or variable, means some part will be fixed and some part will be variable, means as per the performance incentive can be also given. So next is what about centralization and decentralization. So what does it mean? Centralization means importance of the subordinate role, means decentralization is increase the importance. The degree of the centralization and decentralization will adapt the depend upon the size of the organization. Means generally centralization and decentralization means division means total in a organization. Suppose the total responsibility is fixed by individual employee and the boss is there, means in centralized means total one boss will be there and total work is be done or ordered by the particular person, centralized, but the individual department will not take the particular actions, means subordinate will not much more responsibility, but particular the in centralized so subordinate does not have more responsibility, but the basically the boss has the responsibility. Got my point? Means if you talk about the centralized and decentralized, best example is that in a centralized store, means one person procure for the procurement, means total purchase can be done by the one department or individual person for the company, or but in decentralized every department is responsible for purchase the particular commodity in the organization, that is decentralized. Similarly the work also can be done like that. Got my point? Next is what? Scholar chain. What is scholar chain? Means there should be hierarchy should be given, means in an organization there is three level of organization: lower level, middle level, lower level, middle level and top level. So lower level has the number is more and middle level medium and top level very few persons. So hierarchy should be there so that it can be controlled easily. So major hierarchy is the part of the chain of authority, means scholar chain, means each manager is working under some subordinate some particular boss. So the different hierarchies in the organization. So hierarchy is generally looking like this. See one here, organization is in the organization it is looking like this, means top level, middle level and lower level. So this is all about the organizational hierarchy. In the top level there will be only one person, but in the lower level there will be different person, just like it will be in pyramid kind of thing. So next is order. What is order? Means the top level is giving the order to the lower level. So sake of for efficiency and for coordination there should be order, means for efficiency and there should be proper system and order management, physical social factors, means while giving the order different factors should be considered so that particularly work can be done. So order is given means efficiency and for coordination. For completing a particular job, if somebody is not doing, the order is given by the particular superior authority to the lower level management authority. Then equality. See, there should be particular all the employee should have treated equally in the organization. Means it is not that there should be difference in case of colors, or means in case of hierarchy, in case of gender, or in case of color, in case of caste. It should not be like that. Means there should be equality among the employees. The treatment should be particularly same for the all employee. This is what about. See, equality should be not be like this. In case of gender, or you can say this is the hierarchy cannot be there. Day, night, left, right. You can say these are the some of the up and down. Means this is the hierarchy should not be like that. means every employee should have the particular, they have the rights and responsibility, and they benefit also they will get like same. It should not be different. Got my point? So this is all about the this is all about the equality, how equality help for the organization. So naturally it help for the organization for particularly better performance. Next is about the sustainability. So sustainability means tenure of personality, means there should be tenure, means every employee should be stay in the organization, means retention of the employee, means good employee should be retained in the organization, so that efficiency of the organization can be increased, the value of the organization can be increased, and they should properly remuneration should be given, and recruitment and selection cost will be high if the turnover will be high. Turnover means number of person coming and number of person going. Turnover means number of person coming and number of person going from the organization should be less, means there should not be much more turnover. So, but in case of talk about IT company, the turnover is more in comparison to the manufacturing company. So sustainability means it is the retention of the employee, means employees should retain in the organization, they should be in the organization for the long term, means they should not be come join and after 2-3 years they will leave the company. So different company taken the various initiative, means they are giving remuneration and given facility. If you talk about Alibaba, they have given a particularly the chain, watch or something like that, diamond ring for the employee, those are who are working for the 10 year, 5 year or 20 year. Then initiative means management should take the step to encouraging the initiative, means any person who are working good, there should be remuneration, means particularly the employees photo, means some organization they are giving the pictures of particular employee who are working very good, the picture should be published in the newspaper or maybe in the magazine or in the board. So people management should take in the initiative for the suggestion, proper suggestion for cost cutting or for any improvement in the cycle of the organization. To achieving that, management should take the encourage the initiative scheme, and additional activities should be taken by the management. So last is aspire and decrease, mean management should encourage the harmony and general good feeling among the employee, means employee should have the good relationship among the employee, and so they should management should take care about the employee and the good feelings. So it will be harmonized, or maybe proper coordination should be established between the employee and the lower level and middle level employee, means all the level of employees should be have the good coordination to achieve the organizational goal and to survival of the organization. So organization will be survived if proper working of the employee, or you can say the people in the working in the organization. So thank you very much friends. So this is all about the 14 principle of management. So let us discuss quickly about recalling. So first is division of work. So there should be division of work among the employee, which help for the special task can be completed within the scheduled time. So next is authority. So there should be authority and responsibility should be fixed. Then discipline. Then fourth is unity of command. So there should be only one boss, one command. Then unity of direction. So unity of direction, everyone should move toward the one goal. Then subordination of the individual interest should be less priority than the company interest. So company interest should be first. Then remuneration, everyone wants some money, or you can say benefit. So remuneration should be given. Then centralization. Then scholar of chain, means hierarchy should be there, high level, low level and top level. Then order. So efficiency and coordination for that order should be there. Law order is there because for maintaining the particular discipline in the particular society, means there is a law and order. So order should be there from the top level to the middle. Then equality, means there should be properly equality among the employee. It should not be discrimination. Then sustainability and tenure means you have to retain the employee in the organization for the long period. Then initiative should be taken, and then last is the management should give the harmony and general good feeling among the employee. Means employees should have the good feeling of the organization, and organization should have the good feeling of the employee. They should professional ethics company, and ethics should be followed by the all the employee and the organization as a whole. So thank you very much, friends. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you really like, and some suggestion you can give also what kind of video I can make, so it will benefit for you. So thank you very much, friends.